I need to make sure this is like happening because YouTube. Oh, damn! Almost broke my rhyme. YouTube is not my friend right now. Let's be friends. I'm gonna do something. Oh, and then where did my little oop-de-wop go? Oh, that's terrible. Oh, let's see. Okay. Oh, there it is. Is that it? Are we like live again, or like what's going on? I would like to know, Charlie. Pepper, I'm in here. I'm in the garage. This is like literally. Okay, let's try not to have a breakdown. Oh wait, am I recording? I'm so over technology. Lord Jesus Christ. Okay, I think we're live. Oh, we're live. Hi, TJ. Thanks for commenting. It's so late. I'm like, I don't even know if I was live. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Vixen After Dark. Thank you so much for staying tuned in, tapped and turned on. I'm your host, Leticia Alpha. If you guys have not already joined the fam, please make sure you go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Click the bell right next to it. Dink, that way you guys are notified every time I go live. Hey guys, what's up? We had a little technical difficulties getting started. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but I don't know. It's just not giving for me. They've like, you know how they change everything. So yeah, here we are. We're here. So thank you so much. I'm also recording on my new podcast. I think that's another thing too. So yeah, you guys can also find me at vixenafterdark.com for all your personal readings. Also too, you guys, I have changed the pricing on any personals, so you can just go there and you can click on that link as far as getting your astro updates on the personal side. So everything's in description box down below, so go ahead and click that. How am I doing? I'm lovely. Thanks for asking. I just been in a day of resting all day, like for once, I'm always doing something. Um, and I feel like rest is a part of the journey, but I feel like I don't really rest. When I say, oh, I'm resting, which is like not doing anything, typically I'm still doing something. Like I'm creating an idea, or I'm scheduling content or creating content, like, or looking up ways on, like motivating myself to create more content, like by looking at others to see, ooh, what can I do here? What can I do there? What's like the updated jams right now? Like what's like a trendy something to get in the algorithm, it's like always something, but I'm like, today, no, I'm not doing anything. I don't want no contact with humans. It was just one of those days. I feel like I just, sometimes we either you're around a lot of people, which is still, you're in good vibes, you're having fun, but that's still energy. You know what I mean? It's just a lot. So here I am, here we are. I figured since I got some feedback as far as on Instagram, if you guys don't follow my Instagram, go follow me, Official Vixen After Dark, where I do polls on there. That way you guys are notified every time I am asking questions as far as should I go live tonight, So you guys requested it. I got an 80% yes and 20 no. So here we are. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. I want to go ahead and tap in since we've already been within the live video for so long trying to get it together. And for those of you guys that are watching on the podcast, you guys can go to my YouTube channel if you want to see my face and what we have going on as far as the cards that will be dealt later. So what to look out for after the live video, you guys know what I always do. I always tend to, I go ahead and give you a little intro, and then you guys can look at the timestamps later, which will be in the description box down below. That way you can click through. Also, right now, as far as what's going on, we're going to talk about Moon in Taurus, positive and negative energy as far as self, emotions, love and relationships, money and career. I'm going to give you the negative and the positive, of course. I'm also going to talk about a few aspects that are playing out. Probably only a couple of what I see here. Not too many, but just some that have shifted. That way you guys can know what energy is playing out, what to look out for, and also how to kind of deal, or what to expect, and then like what to kind of look out for. And then I'll go into the collective spread, you guys. We're gonna do a collective spread, and then I'll go ahead and bust out the big three as far as your sun, moon, and rising reading. Okay, so go ahead and click that like button for me. So let's go ahead without further ado. I kind of want to just chime in already so that we can go ahead and get started, because it took me a minute to get started. Let's kind of pull up the charts, right? Let's pull up the charts. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive in. Also, a little note, you've been following me for a while here, so I'm not going to go into full detail as far as how I used to when I do moonology readings. I've been doing moon in every single sign multiple times. So as far as the detailing of that, you guys can go reverse. But if you've been following me, you should already know, right? So moon in Taurus, let's talk about it. It's pretty much right now the name of the game. I'm gonna always give you guys a one headliner. It's like the energy of craving security, but yet harboring change right now, okay? So on the positive end of this, you guys, as far as emotions, when the moon is in Taurus, people tend to feel way more grounded, okay? We're doing positive side, right? They feel a little bit way more grounded and steady when it comes to emotions, okay? It's like they've got their emotional feet firmly planted on the ground during this time, just so that you're aware. Taurus energy is very patient. They are very practical, which can help keep drama at bay, right? When it comes to love and relationships, you guys, this moon placement feels like it's all about loyalty. It's all about being affectionate as well. It is cupcake season, which I have mentioned. So everybody's going to be wanting a cupcake right now and be all chummy chummy and all the things, right? So Taurus energy, it's all about valuing stability, all about being comfortable in relationships. So it's all about really building right now during this time in that little cozy love nest, okay, that we all probably love. People also love looking pretty good. You know what I'm saying? So at the same token, keeping the peace. Like, you know, when you go outside and you're like, if it's raining or if it's overcast, you're like, you know what? I just want to be in my bed wrapped up like a burrito, or I want to watch a movie, or I just want to like indulge in veg, or, you know, like I don't want to go to work. Like, you know what I mean? It's like all that kind of energy. Play with my hair, rub me, talk. Let's talk about yummy stuff, you know? So it's the energy, it's that season right now. So as far as money goes in the positive spectrum, so Taurus is all about the cash flow, baby. That hence why they rule house number 2, which is all about our investments and things of that nature. The things, people, and places that we value, right? So when the moon is here in the Taurus house, it's like a magnet for prosperity, okay? People may feel more financially secure and might even splurge just a little, okay, on life's luxuries during this time, okay? Now, as far as career, you guys, on the career front, folks really tend to be focused, very determined, and a lot of people put in hard work. Like they put their best efforts forward during this time when the moon is in Taurus. It's like you feel like you want to be able to get tasks done, even if they're crazy. You might even take some uncalculated risks during this time. But that won't be a theme. You know what I mean? Some people might want to like go be risky, but for the most part during this time, it's all about taking risks that are calculated because you're dealing with an earth energy. So you might calm down on that is what I should have said. So they're all about being steady, progressing, one foot in front of the other. Some movement is better than no movement. It's kind of like building a solid career foundation in that sector, figuring out where you want to put your time and energy in those things. Now, let's kind of hit the negative vibes to this, you guys, as far as self-love, emotions, love, career, money, relationships, honey, okay? So like I said, when the moon is in Taurus, as far as the emotional sector, you guys, you know, there can be a downside to that, people, okay? Some may be a little bit stubborn to express their emotions. Some may not even want to talk at all, you know? People can be a bit stubborn, resistant to change during this time if they get a little bit too comfortable. You know, they might resist even tapping into any new ideals of anything that's going on, or even having any new experiences. It's kind of like, yeah, I'm used to doing this, I'm going to do this, you know? It's kind of like going, yeah, normally at 7 a.m. I wake up, I do my rituals, then I go to Starbucks, and then after that I'm hitting the gym, and then I go to work, and then when I come home from work, I pick up the kids, and then I make dinner, and then you know what I mean? It's like people are more sucked into, I call it south node energy, what makes you feel comfortable versus changing. But you kind of don't want to do that. You want to be operating in your north node energy. So make sure you have your natal chart downloaded. I hope that you do. If not, go to vixennetwork.com. You get a free copy, whatever. I mean, a free link. That way you can download a free copy to know where your north node is hitting. I should say what sign is hitting it right now. But you want to do things that are different. We're in fourth quarter. This is the time of the year. I know it's like, on the flip side, it's a whole setup, right? They give you Thanksgiving or let me start over. Hold on. Oh, they give you Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas at the end of the year when you want to get cozy and yummy and be with the family and do nothing. But when you're supposed to be actually like speeding up progress right now and make sure that you accomplish goals, that make sure you kind of circle back to things that you didn't finish, and close out cycles and really go gung-ho during this time. So they totally set it up to where they slow you down, but you need to be on the opposite spectrum of that. I'm not saying not to enjoy all of that, but some people just kind of slack and lack. So hence why if Taurus energy gets a little bit too comfortable as a collective, if we get too comfortable, we may resist doing certain things, having new experiences, which leads to a lot of emotional stagnation. Okay, so as far as love and relationships, guys, goes right now with the moon's in Taurus, everyone wants to feel that loyal energy, like you got my back, I got yours, one hand washes the other. It's all about that kind of vibe. Like if you don't know someone, you're kind of like, you might veer off. So if you guys have just been meeting new people as far as ships that are sailing right now, some may not want to engage with you because they really don't know you like that. It doesn't feel secure. Like if you're questionable to somebody right now, you might not get that reply back in the DM. You might not get a text. You might not get a phone call. So just know it's because the moon's in Taurus, okay? Taurus likes to feel stable, confident, that loyal energy, especially when it comes to business partnerships, friendships, situationships, side piece ships, whatever ship you say, any type of relationship right now. If they don't really know about you, they ain't finna mess with you right now. You just gotta know because the moon's in Taurus. So people might not get too attached during this time when the moon's in Taurus, and they may even refuse to let go, even if it's not even like a healthy connection. Let's say, for example, you're in a toxic connection, or this person ain't about shit, but you know who they are and how they operate, so you're gonna go to that side, which is the comfortable side because the moon is in Taurus, versus where you should be is tapping into new connections that could be good for you, but you're ignoring them, leaving them on red and all the things. So it ain't you, it's the energy. Okay. And here we are. And this can really create a little bit of tension in some connections because let's say you did tap into a new business partner. Let's say you did meet somebody somewhere as far as love relationships. Let's say, you know what I mean? It's like all of a sudden dry, stagnant. We're in earth energy. It's dry. Ain't nothing going on because they don't know what's going on with you. You don't know what's going on with them. So there's no common denominator, okay? So just don't. You got to know the energy that's playing out, guys. Read the room and check temperatures. As far as the money goes, let's go ahead and kind of tap into that as I'm looking at these placements. Now, the downside to when the moon is in Taurus, as far as right now, people can be a little bit too focused on the material possessions that they have right now. We got a lot of earth energy that's playing out, you guys. We have a Taurus stellium, okay? Remember, you have to peep game. When the moon is in Taurus right now, we have Jupiter in Taurus right now, and also we have Uranus in Taurus right now. And at the same token, Jupiter and Uranus are retrograding right now, okay? So this is an Earth stellium that's playing out. So pay attention to where you have Taurus at. This is going to be hitting a little bit harder because the moon is how you react and respond. So as far as the money goes, like I said, you could be too much on your car, your money, working, all of that. So some people become overly possessive of that. When it comes to money, material possessions, and things of that nature, which can lead to a little token of financial greed. So just pay attention because this is a stellium. That's like 2 or more planets in one part. And this can be playing out houses 1 through 12 in your wheel. So this is why it's so important to know your natal chart. So let's kind of move towards the career sector. Let's say you're big dick energy CEO of your own business, or you actually work for somebody else. So the negative token to this where, while being steady, the earth energy is like pro energy, like slow and steady wins the race. There can be a little bit of resistance. Like, for example, you might not want to switch up something that's in your business, or you might want to go when your boss tells you to go do something that you've always had a set schedule in doing something. You know what you're gonna do when you clock in. You know what you're gonna do when you clock out. Nope. Supervisor's like, nope, you gotta do something else. Nope, you're gonna do this today. Nope, you're gonna train this person today. Nope, you're like, wait, that's above my pay grade. Hold on, am I getting paid for this? Hold on, what? You're like all these changes, and you're just like, you know what I'm saying? So in the career realm, this can be playing out for you, okay? And you may not fancy it right now, okay? If there's opportunities that are for growth, for your own growth, that come knocking at your door, some might hesitate. You might want to look at everything that's laid out. You might want to read the whole document. You might want to ask 50 million questions right now, because remember, Taurus energy does not like to change so quick and so fast. They want to know all the ins, all the outs, what they're tapping into, all of that. Okay. So with that energy that's playing out, and it's going to be playing out, let's pull up the moon calendar, you guys, here. So right now the moon is at what? I think it's at like in the middle. So 17 degrees, right? So we're getting another day of moon and Taurus energy, and then it's going to shift, boom, right into Gemini, okay? So it's going to be a little flighty. So let's see here. So since that's happening, so when you get that knock of opportunity, right, you might hesitate. You might, like I said, you might miss out on something that could be really good for you. Because remember, Taurian energy is really set in their way. They don't want to change, okay? So let's kind of talk about some aspects, you guys, that are playing out as well, you know, along with these alignments, what to expect, okay, and what to really look out for. As I'm looking at the charts here, guys, I do see Mercury in Virgo. It's opposing Neptune right now. We all know Neptune is retrograding in the sign of Pisces right now. So this can cause a little bit of clarity versus confusion. So what do I mean by that? Mercury, the planet of communication, which is a sign of Virgo, super detailed. You can become, Virgo is very sharp when it comes to thinking when it's in Mercury, right? We've all had a little bit of sharp thinking, lots of clear communication, very black and white, while Neptune in Pisces might be a little bit hazy, okay? Because it's also retrograding right now. So really expect kind of like a tug of war between being super precise and being like, oh, I'm on Fantasy Island, and being in these dreamy vibes, okay? Also with the details versus illusions that are playing out. Virgo's all about the details, and Pisces energy is all about the illusions. So, you know, Virgo is super nitty gritty when it comes to like knowing the ins and outs, while Pisces is like literally sitting on cloud 9, okay? So, you know, a lot of us might feel the need to really balance between getting lost in Fantasy Island or staying grounded in reality, especially when it comes to thoughts, how you communicate or converse with other people, your thoughts, your ideas, things of that nature. Okay, so really just kind of look out for, there may be some misunderstandings during this time, depending on who you're conversing with. I don't care who it is, any kind of ship you're sailing in life right now. Watch out for misunderstandings, miscommunications. It'll feel low-key like a retrograde, even though Mercury's direct right now. But that dreamy nature that, you know, Neptune energy brings can make it easy to, you know, read a text message and you're like, wait, how do they say, do they say it like this? They say it like that. Like the tonality must be on. That's why I always tell people, I'm like, I'm a voice clipper, I'm a FaceTimer, and you just got to be around me. Like, period, poo, okay? So, you know, overthinking with that Virgo energy can happen too. Virgos love to overanalyze, overthink. They're like really in their head, okay? This is the nighttime of Mercury because they're ruled by Mercury. So, you gotta peep game on that. And then here goes Neptune, can be super cloudy and foggy and can be a huge influence. It might make you kind of obsess over things that aren't really worth it. So you got to kind of keep a grip on reality and find ways to ground yourself, however that may be. Within this same energy, there could be deception that's at play as well. So you got to kind of look out for that. Be cautious about people or situations that may seem a little bit too good to be true. Neptune is the one that creates the illusions, right? And then, so you gotta be careful not to be so easily fooled when this energy is playing out, okay? We also, I do see here that Mars is having a quincy with Uranus. Mars is also in Virgo, okay? And then Uranus is retrograding in Taurus, which is Earth energy. This is why it's so important to peep your Taurus house, even your Virgo houses right now. All your Earth houses right now, okay? Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, peep game on all of that right now. So what to really expect during this quincy? Quincies are usually like little challenges. So I would say you can have a little bit of an energy spike. Mars is all about drive, and then you have Virgo, same thing. They're very methodical. They want to get shit done, kind of a vibe. So, and then you have Uranus, which is retrograding in the sign of Taurus, right? So it's going like ooh, in Earth energy, going even slower. So that's gonna add a little touch of unpredictability right there. Uranus is at 22 degrees, so expect bursts of energy and a need for change. It's like you want to change, but if it's not well planned out, you ain't gonna do nothing. Okay, so that's where the spontaneous energy kind of comes through. So then it's like you're spontaneous, but then it's like verse precision coming in. So Mars in Virgo right now, this energy like likes to plan. So if you have someone that's like, hey, I kind of want to do this, like, are you available? You're like, wait, I need to know the time, the date, what should I wear, who's going, where are we at, like kind of that energy, right? Mars in Virgo. While Uranus and Taurus is really like all about, I don't care, whatever. All right, you want to go here? Okay, just call me on that day, and then we can kind of check the vibe, check the energy to see if we still even feel like doing it. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like you might find yourself kind of torn between wanting to like stick to a routine in your own life versus um, craving for something new and different with this energy that's playing out. So kind of look out for you guys impulsive actions. You might be like super impulsive to do something, but then you didn't really like think about the whole map of how this is going to lay out. So be careful not to be impulsive, especially if it involves major decisions or risks that you may have to take as far as when it comes to, contracts, money, career, even relationships. Okay. Uranus loves to shake shit up and do the unpredictable, the unannounced. Think of all the U words, right? But it's essential to really consider Uranus energy in the midst of if you're a person that it's hard for you to change, or it's hard for you to make decisions. This might be a good energy for you to bring up better consequences. But like I said, there could be a little bit of stress, tension in this energy. It's like a clash between Mars and Uranus. Okay, so remember, Mars action and Uranus, okay, unpredictable. I'm just going to throw in the wrench kind of a vibe. So, you might need to feel to like break free from routines. Let's say your 9 to 5 schedule, what you do, and then all of a sudden you just feel like, I don't want to do this right now. Like it feels so like you feel like a robot doing the same thing every single day, Monday through Friday. Like you want to shake shit up. So people might struggle with this, and it may cause a little bit of chaos if you don't know how to handle this energy. So for example, let's say you know what you normally typically do, but throw in a little, I have a little extra time here. I'm going to maybe phone a friend for 500 and see how they're doing. Or maybe I'm going to go down the market and get me a sandwich, or eat healthy this time instead of go to McDonald's. Hopefully you don't eat McDonald's. Ugh. But I'm just saying, I'm like hopefully somewhere in your day you sprinkle a little bit of it, like setting your intention to sprinkle a little bit something different. You know what I'm saying? Versus your normal, typical scheduled detail routine, since Mars is in Virgo. Okay. Physical health. Okay. Remember, Virgo rules the 6th house of health, right? So Mars here can make you, kind of hyper aware. Like I said, you might want to go get a sandwich instead of go getting a burger. You have to be doing an activity for 10 hours or 11 hours, or even after an 8-hour workday, you still have kids to deal with, or you still have activities you got to handle and all that stuff. You might not want to eat something super heavy. You might really deal with what you're putting in your vessel. You might really think about it during this time with this, but don't go overboard with the health routines, guys. Do things in moderation. Don't push yourself too hard physically, because then that can create you overthinking or analyzing in one chakra of your body, and then here you go stressing out, and then you're just going to create babies in that area of your body, and then here you go having a health condition or something sparking, or a sickness or something. So don't go too crazy with that aspect that's hanging out. We do also have the North Node. We all know North Node is having a quincy with Mercury. So we all know North Node is in Aries right now, you guys, okay? Which is a fire energy. Mercury's in Virgo. Okay, so really kind of what to expect from this is a karmic shift right now. If you've been feeling a shift, you might have either felt lethargic or not wanting to talk to anybody, or dealing with a lot in your life to where you're like, cancel that, cancel that, cancel that, cancel that. Or you might have been the person to go gung-ho. Depending on wherever your north node is lying, you know, this is where I know all of us kind of felt a shift, but it might be differently depending on how it's playing out for you. So this karmic shift kind of represents either it's like your path, like it's like your karmic path, or on your way to your destiny, like what's really meant for you when it's in the sign of Aries. So this is all about independent energy, you guys. It's all about taking your power back. This is all about making bold moves, bold actions, getting what you want. Okay. And then you have Mercury on the other hand in Virgo. It's so analytical and precise, right? So you might feel like a pull toward trying to seek the truth, and then also trying to really assert yourself in certain areas where you know you need to get shit done. Okay, so there can be some communication challenges that could arise, you guys, so just pay attention to that. You know, because Mercury's a planet of communication. So Mercury in Virgo prefers to being careful and analytical, right? And very detail oriented when it comes to communication, and thinks about what they say before they say it, even the tonality, even in like whatever accent, you know what I mean? Like whatever character they want to bring forward. So while Aries in the North Node, you might be a little bit more direct and assertive with the way that you say things when things come out of your mouth. So some people may find this energy kind of challenging to really strike a balance between, should I be Harvard right now or should I be Hood? Like, it depends on the situation, whatever's playing out at that moment in time, okay? So kind of just look out for any overthinking energy, Virgo's influence in that. So, you know, make sure you are very aware of the things that you're saying, what party you're saying it to, kind of when is the right timing to say that. Sometimes we do all of this, you guys. I know it sounds like so much, but we do this already. You know, when you walk up to an interview, how you're going to present yourself, what character and how you're going to speak. You know, when you're talking to a certain friend, how you can talk. You know, when you like see someone on the corner, you know what I mean? Like a lot of you guys, if you watch my channel, you're more aware, you're right, tuned in, tapped and turned on, you know exactly how to say, how to be right then in that moment to navigate and be like a chameleon and present like that unconditional love kind of a vibe to whatever's playing out, whether it's negative or positive, right? To get the outcome that you want to receive. So, you know, just get rid of the self-doubt, the fear, anger, you know, just really assert yourself in the way that's supposed to be, because these Quincies can bring challenges, but sometimes I like challenges in a sense because they force you to readjust where your energy needs to go. It's like a requirement for you to readjust, I should say. So you know there's something that needs some fixing and some loving or whatever. You might need to learn to maybe converse your desires in like a whole new way. You might have to, I don't know, not get so bogged down in the details and just like take an action without thinking about it too much, you know? So I would say with that Aries energy, because, you know, they can be a little hot-headed sometimes, so just avoid any type of energy that can lead to conflict. Just really avoid that, especially because that's not aligned with Virgo energy either. Virgo likes harmony. Like Virgo would be like, hey, you got something on your shirt, but here's a tide pin. You know what I mean? Like they'll still help you. Like they'll tell you the rope, then they'll find a solution right after. So be more like that. Be mindful. Don't shy away from anything. You know, but because everything happens for a reason, so don't shy away from it. But just make sure that you handle it is what I should say, right? So what we're gonna do now, guys, we're gonna switch it up. So that is your astro update. We're going to go ahead into the collective spread for now, you guys. That way we can get a vibe of the energy that's playing out. I'm going to get some energy cards for us. That way we can see what we need to be focusing on. And I will definitely pull out the... Ooh, I like these. Let's use these. Can you do a ready for me? You mean a reading? Of course. Go to vixenafterdark.com. It's on my website. I actually, everything's like 50% off right now. Okay, guys, so let's go ahead and tap into the collective. And then we'll go into all signs. Wow, I didn't think that much popped out, but it did. Okay, a lot of threes. You guys have to really, now's the time. I feel like with all these energies that have been playing out, you guys, we need to definitely be paying attention to our surroundings. Just FYI, okay? We do have something that needs to be, there's indecision that came out, okay? A decision needs to be made. A major decision, okay? With number 8, this could be something that you've been feeling about, whether it's a person, place, or thing. You may have an emotion towards this as well. Person, place, or thing. Something that you could be tapping into. Okay. Now, whether you go left or right, it's not saying that it's going to be bad. It's not saying that's going to be good. We don't know what it's going to be. But it is also saying it's going to be for your betterment, whether this is a negative or a positive. Okay. It's not bad or good, but it's something that's going to help you. So let's say, for example, you're a person that's like, it's like struggling between a rock and a hard place. You don't know whether to go left or whether to go right, but you know either way is going to be good for you, okay? Depending on if you're dealing with making a decision as far as your love matters, relationships, business, or career, you know that there's some decision that has to be made and you have to make it this week, period. Okay? So that's going to be something on your brain. You're really trying to like really conjure this up. So really think about that. We also have financial constraints that came out as well. Like I said, with this energy that's playing out, we have a Taurus stellium that's here, you guys. So you definitely want to make sure whatever you're taking action on right now, whether this is a gift, talent, or skill, or you're trying to build something, whether this is building a foundation for yourself, whether this is like, maybe you just tapped in and made a decision about your career, you added something on or something of that nature. You have to be really careful as far as when you're building your foundation and bringing in stability, bringing home the bacon, with this financial constraint. So some of you guys might not want to be splurging and partying. Some of you guys want to put that money back into your business. Some of you guys are splurging and putting the money out there, and now you're like, I don't have any money to my endeavors that I need to do. Or it's like you need to pay attention to your investments, look at your bank accounts, maybe do some readjusting there. Because remember, Jupiter is in Taurus retrograding. So it's causing us to really look and check. And, checks and balances kind of a deal here, right? Because 13 does equal 4. And this may have something to do with the home front. Okay. Especially if you like live with someone or you guys share resources and all the things. So that might be a factor here. We do also have hostilities that came out, you guys. Okay. This pertains to feelings and emotions about maybe there's no equal give and take, or you could be thinking about that, or you could just be so on the mark of feeling a certain way to where you're so quick to, you're like, if somebody has something to say, here's a sword. You know what I mean? Like you're ready to go. You know what I'm saying? You have all of your armor. So it's like walking out, making sure that you are protected. You have boundaries set. You've cloaked yourself. You've shielded yourself before you operate in this world right now, because you never know what the hell is playing out. And people can be pulling on your emotional strings right now, because we do have Saturn and Neptune in Pisces retrograding right now. So remember, like I said, pipe dreams can be sold. Also with that Mars and Libra energy, someone can persuade you to do certain thing to get what they want. Mars and Libra, Libras be trying, like, give them little white lies, you know what I mean? because I didn't have gas to get there, but can you pick me up? Like, it's just like simple like that. So you have to kind of really pay attention. But I feel like with the hostilities card, it's like you could be one click, okay, like one tick or click away from something, for you to act up, or it could result you to going backwards, which you don't want to do. But I feel like just make sure you have everything set and ready. Make sure you have your resources and you're tapped in, tuned in, and turned on to know how to move while this energy is playing out. Okay. We do also have the door to personal healing and happiness. So right now during this time, whatever it is that you are dabbling into, whatever's happening around you with that number 3, okay? This could be people, places, things, your job, your family, your kids, whatever it is you're going through, your community. Something could be playing out around you. It could be weather conditions. It could be anything right now, okay? It could affect, it could hit close to home, aka a trigger. So you may need to do a little bit of shadow work, a little bit of healing. 34 equals the number of 7. We are on the universal year of 7, which is a spiritual number. So you may need to check yourself before you wreck yourself and go heal really quick if you are triggered, or if someone, you're bringing baggage to the table, you might need to check that. Or it could be something that's kind of playing out to where it's like, okay, I got to make sure I have my money straight because I don't know, my manager just upped my rent $1,000. Now I need to make sure I need to work a little bit. So let me get a little side hustle here. You might need to do something that was a hobby before, and now you're like tapping into it now, which adds a little bit of income, which adds a little bit extra comfiness to you making sure you pay your rent on time. It could be so many factors right now that's playing out, but the door to healing and happiness is there. Okay. So make sure that you are open and honest with yourself and the man in the mirror and saying, you know what, I need to take a step back because, if you feel like you can't trust somebody, or, if you're just like doubting and all that fear kind of an energy that's playing out, and like you can't just be you can't just be who you want to be and do what you need to do without someone just kind of like breathing down your back, or without you even doubting yourself. You need to really check the man in the mirror, okay? Because last time I checked, yeah, money can, give you options, but still, you can't buy happiness even if you have money, right? It's like you have to be happy within yourself, okay? And you don't want to look externally for happiness because you're never going to be satisfied. You're always going to be looking for happiness outside of you when you should find it within. Okay, and that's why we have the first chakra, Archangel Michael. I'm a Sag. Yeah, this is a live reading right here. So, so with Sag, it's kind of like within your surroundings, not Sag, Archangel Michael, some of you guys might be calling on the energy of Archangel Michael right now, to really get through, because we do also have here too, which came out in a row, Archangel Ariel, okay, and Gabriel, okay? So checking your chakras. Are you getting creative? Are you saying what you need to say? Are you getting things out of, are you having endings? Are you letting people, places, and things go to have new beginnings? Are you removing things, you know what I'm saying, to create new things? Are you allowing these things to happen? That way you can celebrate life and have an abundance of grand energy flowing through. Are you doing all of these things? Because it takes work to do it. You can't just sit there and be like, alhamdulillah. Like, you have to put in work, okay? You have to take action, whether this is healing yourself, whether this is letting people, places, and things that are toxic for you go, or whether this is old patterns, behaviors, programs, outdated, anything. You have to remove those things in order to allow the new energy to pull in, for things to be dropped on your lap. Now it looks like, you get the answers that you want like an hour later or a week later, you know what I mean? Because you removed all the gunk and the junk and the toxic energy and the old outdated programming to allow new things to come in. Are you speaking what's on your mind, or are you holding it all in? That's up to you to really decide. Everybody has their own circumstances that are flowing through right now. So you have to really make sure you focus on, are you doing that for yourself? What are you doing? Are you participating, or are you just hiding in a turtle shell? Because now's not the time to be hiding. Now is not the time to be quiet. Now is not the time to stop working. I know we have days where you need to rest. I know there's days where you need to re-energize and recuperate, but you don't want to stay in a stagnant energy for too long. I'm talking like days, weeks, like where you ain't talking to nobody, you ain't doing nothing, you're just in your bed, you're just not taking any action, you're just like woe is me. Like, yeah, we're not trying to be there, right? So don't do that, guys, because there could be some blocked chakras, right? But, you know, also to pay attention to where the energy is flowing through within you, okay? Hence why we do have a woman holding a coin and also a woman holding their heart, okay? So there could be some matters at home that could be playing out for a lot for you. Um, you know, some of you guys might not have the space and you might not even be giving yourself some grace, okay? Make sure you are doing your self-care routines when you're at home. Make sure you do have a sanctuary at home, a space that you can be quiet, you can read a book, you can meditate, or you can sit there and, you know, focus, take care of your responsibilities, duties, and obligations. Make sure that you are being attentive to your schedules, being updated on your calendars, you know, anything that helps you with the home front. I'm getting a lot of angelic energy here with all these fours that are playing out as well. It's like some of you guys are just, you know, you're not wanting to put your time or energy or money into anything that's not reciprocated. 42 equals 6. So some of you guys are really focused on the reciprocation, the reciprocity of people. So you got to look at yourself though. Whatever you want to receive, are you dishing that out? If you want equal attention, love, energy, prosperity, money, all that stuff, are you giving that out so you can receive it back? So you really gotta look at yourself, okay? If you're not receiving the reciprocity, are you putting out that energy to receive it, okay? But also making sure your home front is good. A lot of you guys are more family oriented. Like I said, it's cupcake season. It's the vibe. It's a time like summer's ended. Now it's like we're all pushed towards being at home, making sure home is copacetic, making sure the family, and if you have siblings or roommates, or you might live alone, you know what I'm saying? Making sure the home front is good. So when you know you're good, that's when you know your heart chakra is open, you're ready for love, right? You might be ready for another energy to come in for some of you. Some of you guys just might be ready to receive love that is given. So hopefully you're in the receiving mode. Because the woman holding a heart here is kind of like saving space. You might be saving space for love to come in. Okay. You might be very picky as far as who you put your time, energy, and money into right now during these times. Okay. So it's something that's probably, you know, like a red light. You know, after having fun and having summertime, it's kind of like, okay, well, you're looking at life now like, are you coming home alone? Do you have help? Are you divine masculine that, you know, you might need a little divine feminine energy? Are you divine feminine energy that might need a little divine masculine energy? You know what I'm saying? Or you might have a little bit too much playing out right now. You might need a little settle down a little bit, you know, hang up the playa from the Himalaya jersey, you know, like, you know, you don't want to be probably a Tatiana anymore. You might want to be like, oh, I want to put a ring on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, however that might be coming through for you. Everybody's situation is different. So you let me know in the comments what's playing out for you. So let's kind of go ahead and we're going to go into the all sign spread here. This is going to be for your sun, moon, rising, you guys. I'm going to do all the way from Aries to Pisces just to kind of give you a little bit of a vibe on what you possibly may be going through or feeling and some solutions for you, okay? So let's kind of pull that out. If you guys want anything personalized, you guys know you can go to my website. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to use my Spirit Cosmo deck. Well, actually, you know what? Yeah. No, that's more for general. Let's actually do this one, guys. We'll do the Lenormand. So I'll give you an oracle with numerology with the Lenormand. That way we can see what's really playing out for you here. Okay. So if you know your big three, sun, moon, or rising, you can actually get a nice, cute little message. Okay, so let's do. First off, we're gonna do Aries, sun, moon, or rising, you guys. Aries, ooh. You got the dice, honey, okay? It's time to roll the dice right now. So you have some androgynous numbers here. There's a lot of things that can go multiple ways. Like, depending on when you see this dice, what number is the first number that comes to your mind, okay? Like I would see 9, 5, like some people see something different, 11, you know what I mean? What do you look at? What do you see? But the card is number 39. So androgynous energy. So whether this is a gift, talent, or skill that you have, you could be looking at multiple ways on how to go about it. You could be looking at rebranding, or you could be looking at maybe I should do this a different way. Maybe I should come at this another way. Maybe I should, switch up my character a little bit. Maybe you should end something and start something. This could be ending a job. This could be ending a person, place, or thing. This is like so generalized, but you're looking on ways on how to celebrate, how to take action, how to celebrate, and how to have a balance between divine feminine, divine masculine energies right now. So you could, some of you guys could feel a little bit unbalanced with this energy, and you're trying to balance because you know you're unbalanced. At least you know you are, and you're just trying to figure it out. Either you're trying to get somebody to come in like a divine counterpart, or somebody that matches your vibe, matches your energy, vibrating on the same frequencies, into the same thing that you're into, and you're just really on a vendetta kind of search for that. Like that's your main goal. That's it. Some of you guys are like really focused on something else where you're like, okay, in order to balance, I need this, whether this is building a business, or building yourself up personally. There's something that you're focused on right now, and you're kind of rolling the dice. It's like you're taking a risk here, you're taking a risk there, you're taking a risk there. And I feel like it's not calculated for the most part. Aries energy, really not calculated. So I don't know. You might just be like throwing something here, throwing something there. You're kind of like seeing what sticks. Let me put my energy into this, let me put my energy into that. So some people might see you as like a ghostly, like 1 minute you're here, low key, kind of like Gemini energy. You might be like, you're all in here, and then you switch it up the next day, or you start here and you start going hard, like that, inconsistent, and then boom, it switches up again, because you're trying to see what's working out for you right now. And there's nothing wrong with that, because I feel like right now it's like you're in this vibe of it's all about me right now. Like I'm being a little bit selfish. I put a lot of time and energy to other people, places, and things, and now it's like I need to focus on what it is I need to do. Hopefully they get it, they understand it. And peep game on the people that are like, where you been at? You switched up. You know what I mean? Versus like, hey, picking up where y'all left off. What's up? Are you good? Are you okay? Like, hey, I'm just checking in. Da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? So peep game on that too. Because that's gonna be, something that matters as far as your growth. You don't want to be around the people that are like, yeah, you switched up, or are you acting brand new, you acting different. No, you don't want that. Throw that, nip that in the bud. Like, let them people go. Take, heed to the people that are like trying to help you, motivate you, bring healing energy, or give you ideas, or trying to just help you thrive, because maybe they see you in this energy that you're in. You're just trying to figure out what's going to stick. So you're like, you know what, I'm going to try this. That didn't work, so I'm going to try this. That didn't work, so I'm going to try that. That's the energy that you're in. You're rolling the dice, pretty much, for the most part. But peep the energies that are playing out when you're doing that, okay? Taurus, sun, moon, and rising. Taurus, sun, moon, rising. Ooh, you guys are looking real close at something. Like I said, we do have this Taurus stellium that's playing out. You have 4-4. This could be family, home matters, things that you actually care about. You're really taking care of home. If you have a daughter, son, husband, wife, energy, like you're really making sure bills are paid, you're stabilized. Like you're really trying to make sure that things are copacetic, or things could be right now, because that makes you feel good. When you feel secure, moon in Taurus, right? When you feel secure, you feel stable, you feel like your foundation is solid. It's like that pours in more energy to you. It makes you feel so good right now. You could also be surrounded, by angelic type of an energy that could be playing out as well, which is kind of low-key guiding you on your path right now. You never know who's being a vessel for you in your life. I'd have to do a personal reading for you, but you're also looking at things probably with a magnifying glass. Like there's certain instances where things happen. You're like, you know what? This didn't work out then, but I'm still going to try it out now. And I know why last time it didn't work out. So this is why I'm going to go with the green light and do it now. Okay. It's like, why. It's the whole deal of setting an intention right now. And I feel like it's successful for you. So I feel like you're making sure all your legs on your table is standing up. You know who's sitting at the table right now. You know who's enjoying the food. You know who's bringing the food to the table. It's not just you. And this is where you feel equal. I feel like you are in a balancing type of energy right now. So this is great for you. With this Taurus stellium, like I said, Moon, Jupiter, and Uranus right now. Anything unexpected, it's like you still know how to like whip snapper. You're like, oh my God, by the grace of God, like things could be happening for you, and you're like, you don't know why. Well, it's because of another seed that you had planted, or it's because of a decision that you made, or it's because you eliminated a person, place, or a thing. That's why. Like you're actually taking action. So this is why things can be playing out for you. And you know, now it's time to, there could be another situation or something that could be coming up for you that you may have a little bit of a closer look at, whether it's a person, place, or thing. So make sure anything that comes your way, you don't get rocked to sleep for the most part. Okay. Gemini, sun, moon, and rising. Ooh, I don't like that shuffle. What are we breaking away from? Gemini's breaking away from. Gemini, sun, moon, rising. Ooh, major shifts coming in. You guys have been taking a lot of action. It's like you've been finding ways to balance your divine feminine, divine masculine energies. Gemini, okay, so that's a good thing. However, it's like you have one side of you is like, okay, I'm going to be on the lookout, you know, like you're peeping game here and there, and the other one wants to just be aloof and just be out there. So I feel like you may have a hold on it though, because it's like now you're able to really celebrate life, but also you're able to conjure up the type of energy that you've been looking for, whether this is like celebrating with friends, family, getting outside and doing things outside the norm, or conversing, having different conversations and talking to people, or maybe your thoughts have been changing. So it's like, one minute you're this, one minute you're that. You're in your total Gemini energy. But to see the owl here, it's like you're more in the, you know, seeing things for what they are behind the veil. Okay. You see beyond what people actually see on the surface, and you're past that. You know, you still have your little gossiping moments, you know, and all that stuff, but it's only with people that you know you can do that with. But then on the back end of that, people don't know how spiritual you may be, or how much intel you may know, or you know, a lot of insight that you may see that you may not say. This could be behind closed doors kind of vibe. You know, whenever you're taking action, whenever you feel something or know something, it's like this is your energy. You're like calculating it at the same time, producing it, and here it goes, boom, bam, pow. So I feel like you're more on the spiritual side of things with that number 7 here. But with an owl, there could be a major shift. You're like in a major shifting, transformational type of energy, or some major change is going to come through for you. Okay. This could be on the more, you know, spiritual side, or it could be more on the materialization of things. It could be both. Okay. Could be both. But I feel like it may be a need for celebration, but pay attention to your surroundings right now. 1 + 2 = 3. Okay, something that's happening around you, whoever you're dealing with, people, places, and things that's around you. Okay, pay attention to that. That's where you'll find your answer or your major shift. Cancer, sun, moon, or rising. Cancer, sun, moon, rising. Ooh, Cancer. Lots of you're seeing the light in the dark of every situation right now. Okay, there's a lot of shifts that's been happening to you, Cancer, sun, moon, or rising. Okay, you're seeing the light in the dark. You're experiencing, it's like you've gone through the trenches, you've been there, done that kind of a vibe, but now it's like you know the things that you need to pull yourself out to see the light. Or it's like you can look at one situation and see the light in the dark of a situation. Now you're not tripping anymore off somebody that doesn't call you back or whatever. Now you're not tripping anymore off someone that's like, you know, is not giving you their full attention. Or maybe this is flipped, where it's like now people maybe see you, it's like you've set boundaries to where you're like, you know what, you guys, I'm not going to call you every day, I'm not going to reply back to you every day, so you know, accept me as I am, kind of a vibe. Okay, and then this is where now the equal give and take is coming into play. Now you're actually participating, possibly because this is where you've set all your boundaries. Okay, I participated in this, I participated in that. This is what I get from this is what I get from that. So now I can move forward. So I feel like there's a sense of clarity here, having the duality within life. And that's why you have that king energy, and you're able to really stand in your power now. Now it's like people know your stance, like, oh, they weren't playing. Oh, okay. This is what it means when they doing that. Okay. This is what it means when, okay. So now when you move, it's like people get it. They understand it. And this is where you're able to thrive a little bit more. Now that you have more people recognizing this is what you're going to deal with and this is what you're not going to deal with, and they see that and it's very clear and it's evident, but you're also participating now and saying, you know what? Okay, I gave you a little bit of this, but don't take it too far. You know what I'm saying? I give you an inch, don't take 10 miles with it. So hopefully people will get the message. But for you, I feel like here, that's what you're doing and it's been working for you. And this is where the reciprocity comes into play. If someone knows, it's kind of like, this is chess, not checkers. And I feel like you are playing chess. It's like, okay, whatever you dish out, people, recognize that. And it's just like equally coming back to you. Now that you've taken your stance, though, it's like you've taken a stance. I'm booting you. I'm doing this. This is how I'm rolling. This is how you gotta do it. It's like people know now. It's like you've been very truthful, very transparent, very open with what you got going on. And so now it's like people are finally catching up. Now it's like you're on this playing field of like, okay, all right, this is what's going on. Okay, this is where we're at. All right. So you feel a little bit better. So I like this for you, Cancer. I feel it. You're in your power that way. It's like now people know the real deal Holyfield and they can't try and persuade you any kind of other way. Now you're still open-minded, but at the same token, you have duality within everything, right? You see it. It plays out in every situation. You know what I mean? And also you're being fair, which is a good thing because the sun is in Libra right now. So you're really utilizing that to your advantage. You could also be dealing with Libra energy, but I feel like you're just in that judge, jury, like, reciprocity, equal give and take kind of a vibe right now. You're just, putting energy in where you see fit that works for you. And you're not doing anything more than that. It's kind of like, this is what you get. Okay. Take it or leave it. Leo, sun, moon, and rising. Damn, Leo, why you gotta get 2 cards? Why? Just why? Why? Leo, you're on to new beginnings, okay? On to new beginning. It's the 411, okay? 411, honey. You have the well. Lots of changes are coming in for you, okay? So things are starting to flow in, okay? This could be money. This could be, like I said, building your foundation. It's like you've already planted your seeds. You've watered the grass. The fruits of the labor are coming in. And now it's like you're still continuing to take action. It's kind of like a person that has a whole list. You're like, okay, I want to do this. I want to do this. Okay, check, 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 check. Okay, next list. I want to do this. I want to do this. Check, check. It's like you're still continuing to thrive. You're continuing to take action. You're in like action mode right now. Like you're nonstop. You keep going. You get a message or you get a Jezebel. You know how to duck and dodge any type of situation. It's like, nope, you can't get me. You can't ride when you sleep. Oh, I know that. Oh, I'm open to this. But what you got? Okay, that ain't my lane. Let me go over here. It's like you're really doing this like whole like Neo ducking and dodging kind of a vibe right now. You're making sure your well doesn't run dry. Okay, I like this for you with all the changes, with all the energy of you building whatever comes your way. You know how to handle it, whether it's a good or bad message, but you do have a prominent message that could be coming in. Hence the 411 kind of a vibe coming through. Look up that number fully all together. That may mean something for you, but as you're continuing, this is a lot of masculine energy playing out here. So you may be receiving lots of messages. You may be, noticing a few things. You're not into your emotions right now. You ain't moving that way. Like you're more into getting things done, which is not a bad thing. This is the energy that we need to be in 4th quarter, So hats off to you, Leo. Make sure you just take rest, breaks and all that stuff. Rest is a part of the journey. So don't forget that part though, because I feel like you're really going hard in the paint. And, you might get a letter of something ending, but when something ends, whether this is like a job or something may try and stop you or something may stop, but something else is going to start again, or a door is going to open, or a window is going to open, or there's like a death and a rebirth within your own energy or something that's playing out here. It's like getting out the old and bringing in the new. Okay? Love this for you. It's a good energy. Virgo, sun, moon, rising. Virgo. Ooh. Virgo's trying to move. Virgo's on the move. Virgo's like, I'm trying to move. I'm trying to get out of here. I don't want to be in my feelings. I want to be at home. No, I don't want that. I want to go. Virgo, you're trying to go somewhere. Where are we going? Where are we hopping a jet plane to? Where are we flying to? Where are we going? Virgo's like thinking of like moving home somewhere else. Like there's some type of way that you feel about your home and how you built it and how everything happened. This could be on your mind. I don't care if you could have just broke up with someone or you're in a relationship with someone, but you're trying to something with home right now. You're like, so you could be really thinking of moving or just traveling. You could be planning a trip. You could even be moving into different chakras. Like you might have felt love for somebody and it's cold and dead right now. And you just all the way up here, just trying to like really think of some new moves. Like you're trying to go somewhere and do something. Not saying it's a bad thing. We got a lot of, we have Mars in Virgo, planet of action, right? We also have Mercury in Virgo. So thinking, taking action. So you could really be in that energy. We just got out of your season as well. We're cusping. It's only 8 degrees in the sign of Libra right now. So, I feel like you're going to make some big moves for this fourth quarter. You really are. And I feel like you're only looking to people that actually, whatever you want, that like if you're bringing apple pie to the table, you want other people to bring the same apple pie, maybe even extra whipped cream and a bigger pie at that, maybe something on the side. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to make sure that people say who they say they are, people are doing things that they say they're doing, and they're not all talk. It's all show me state here. Reciprocity is going to be the name of the game for you. You're still also teaching people and putting and pouring out love, and also, lending some money, or you might be lending a helping hand, or, still trying to lift people up in the midst of you working on your own personal things that are going on, maybe at home, or working on like maybe personal travels and things that you're dealing with. You're not really saying too much about that. You're keeping that private, but yet you're still pushing forward. So continue to do that. Because when you help somebody out and you put that energy out, boom, that's good karma, right? All right, let's move on. Libra, sun, moon, rising. So Libra, sun, moon, rising. Libra. Okay. So you might be a little bit stuck. Not stuck like in a bad way. Like you might be like feeling this yummy energy of like wanting to just be, where you're at. You know what I mean? Like, you might be feeling somebody though. 35 equaling 8. You might be stuck on a person. It could be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. They could have changed your life in some kind of way. They could have showed you something, and now you're like, you know what I mean? But for you, or this could be saying that you need to utilize more water energy, Libra. You need to be more tuned and tapped into your emotions and your feelings, or you could be expressing these things right now with the people that you're around, the people that you've been with. So it's kind of like death to the old version of you who didn't tell your feelings, and welcoming the new version who is expressing how they feel and really like just going gung-ho with that. Okay? Infinite possibilities when you actually allow yourself to be emotional. It is your season this time, so try something different. If you're not really a Libra that's super into dealing with your emotions or telling people, hey, I love you, I miss you, I want to see you, come hang out, or can I go to you, or whatever it is, being more open with that and being more vulnerable is going to be your strong suit. Okay? Scorpio, sun, moon, rising. Wow. Scorpio, how do you get to? You have flowers and the sun, okay? So a lot of energy, 30, 31. A lot of threes. Whatever's going on around you, you're in this energy of like you've conquered where you're at right now. You're sitting in this like new beginnings, I feel like here you're more in like, you're happy. Like it's like someone that's like, you don't want to be, what's that word where they say they're everything's copacetic, like you're just okay, like you're fine, you're probably like telling everybody I'm good, I'm fine, I'm okay, I'm happy. But yet this energy here is like, no, you need to reset with that 0 and that 1. You need to have a new beginning. It's all about, no, you need to like, you need to go. Like it may look a little funky, you know what I mean? Meaning like when you change your position, when you tap into that north node energy and do things that you've never done, and you're just taking all your baggage, all your clothes, shoes, whatever you got, skills, knowledge, anything, you're taking it with you and just going, and you don't know what's going to happen, but you need to take action and continue to go forward. Okay. There's some things that are unknown right now. There's a lot of things that are unknown, but new beginnings are here. Okay. And this is what's going to allow you. It's like you could be king of home. You could be king of, like, you know what I mean? Um, the people and places and things that you're dealing with right now. But it's like, what about when you move to different waters? What about dealing with new people in other places, or trying new challenges for yourself, tapping into some new territory for yourself? You're not going to be the king there. You're going to be, it's going to be unknown to you. So with these changes, either you need to start changing into doing new things, or it's going to rock you, and some changes are going to happen to where it's going to cause you to make you change. Okay. So whatever you're dealing with right now, give yourself your flowers rather while you're here and you're taking these steps. Like congratulate yourself for making small steps to big steps, but also to give other people that are around you their flowers as well, and acknowledge them, the people that within your surroundings, whether this is friends, lovers, business partnerships, family, whoever you're dealing with. Make sure you give them their flowers while they're here and they're around you and they're supporting you during this time that you should be elevating up, you should be moving up. Okay, this is going to tap into or unlock your inner child. This is going to allow you to play, be a little bit more happy, be warm, be comfortable, but you have to allow it in. Okay, as you continue this reset, you're going through a reset. So during this reset, you got to allow it to happen, though. That's the only thing. You got to allow the reset to happen. Like if you want to reset, you got to take action during the reset to make the reset activated. So this is you allowing in the receiving energy to let people kind of come in and help you, and you know what I mean. You don't want to be, I'm not saying be codependent of other people's energies and things of that nature, or don't take their energy for granted, but you got to allow it to come in, because it's going to like catapult you, it's going to be a catalyst, or it's going to be elevating you. It's kind of like giving you training wheels onto the new journey. You don't have a map, you don't have directions, you have an idea, you have vision. You know what I'm saying? Or you might have the drive and the heart and the fire. But it's like sometimes, Scorpio, you might need to get pushed. I'm going to push. It's like someone like throwing you into the pool, or it's someone like saying, hey, let's go on this boat and go kayaking, and push you like, okay, bye. You're not coming back. Here's all your stuff. Here goes your bag. Like, so change. Okay. Change is coming in. Change is coming in. Allow the change to happen. Do something new. Throw your goddamn self in the water, even though you don't know what's going to happen. And it's going to be so beautiful, because here comes the sun, and then people will give you your flowers. So you're going to receive praise, recognitions, rewards. You're going to feel much happier and brighter and lighter when you do these things, or when you allow it to happen. Okay? Sag, sun, moon, rising. Sag. Ooh, Lord Jesus. You got to get away from the snakes in the grass, honey. You're not tapping into the spiritual side of you. It's like there's some type of blockage that you may have. It's like you're aware of, the other side of everything. You're aware of it, right? But yet you're still participating, maybe with low-hanging fruit. You're still participating in certain actions or people or places or things that have, there's a bad apple somewhere. This is old patterns, behaviors. This is like maybe toxic energy, snake energy. Okay. If you keep trampling in those cycles, you're not going to get anywhere new that you want to go. So you have to be aware. You could be like, I'm going to go here, I'm going to do here, I'm going to do this, but yet you get stopped. And you know it's not good for you. But you feel powerful there because it's comfortable. You know how you're going to act and respond for the most part, and it feels better than dealing with real life. So get away from your south node and tap more into your north node energy. South node, of course you're going to feel comfortable. Of course you're going to feel power because you've mastered that energy. You know, it feels good to you. You know how this person's going to act. You know how you're going to act during certain situations when you do X, Y, and Z. And it's just some people too that you're dealing with. Snake in the grass. Can you recognize a snake in the grass right now? They're the ones that are just, oh yeah, dude. You know what I mean? Like egging you on to do what they know is not good for you when you know you need to be doing the opposite. Okay? But it feels comfortable to you. It feels good in the moment. So whatever you're dealing with right now, Sag, Sun, Moon, and Rising, you need to let go of the low-hanging fruit. There's somebody here that's going to bite you in the ass. You don't want them vibes. You really don't want that. You really don't. Okay? So pay attention because also too, it could be your actions, the way you're reacting and responding to things in life right now. You could be the snake to where it's like you're just trying to, you know, anywhere somebody's giving you something or doing something for you, but you ain't got nothing to give in return. It's kind of like you're looking at it in the wrong, from the wrong perspective, or you could be going at it in the wrong way, which can then bite you in the ass, right? So pay attention to the dark energy that is around you. You know it's not good for you, and pay more attention to the things that are good for you. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. Capricorn. Ooh, during this moon, something, you may have seen something. I feel like this, so within Moon and Taurus energy, Capricorn, oh, let me just check. You have the Moon card, okay? So as far as the Moon energy, that means you've been really in Taurus energy. So something that you did probably all day today, yesterday, and tomorrow, you've been like really just consistent, gung-ho, taking care of whatever you got to take care of within your surroundings. You've been feeling really good, opening up to change. Things have been revealed to you, even to yourself. You could have been shocked at the amount of things that you've been doing today, you know? Maybe you didn't change anything, but maybe there was just a change, like you brought something old, an old thing back. Like let's say, for example, typically you don't cook all day, and now you did breakfast, you cooked lunch, you made yourself a dinner, you didn't go out to eat, like you did something different within your routine. It's like you brought something back, which allowed you to have this change, and it felt really good. It's like something circled back for you. So if something did during this moon phase, make sure you keep it going, because it might be something that is a good habit for you, is what it's giving here. And this could be that change that you need, you know, like for example, instead of going to like, I don't know, I'm just using this as an example. Instead of going out to eat, like I said, it's like now you meal plan for the rest of the week, or now you made it like a theme for you to do X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? So something that you've been tapping into is definitely grand for you. Because right now, I think, what are we, like in a waning moon or something like that? Where's it at? Yeah, we're in a waning gibbous right now. So yeah, there's something that you could have done. So whatever you did, keep doing it, because it's good for you. It's good. It's a nice change. It's like you brought something back, but you added an extra twist, and it didn't feel like it was a detriment, or it didn't feel like it was a burden. It just felt so natural in your habitat kind of a vibe. So keep doing that. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. You sweeping something under the rug. Sweeping something under the... You got the broom. It's time to go. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Whatever you're doing right now, you're trying to do a lot. You might be doing a little too much. And when you do a little bit too much, you sweep other things under the rug. And you got to be careful with that energy, because you don't want to be missing out on something. You know, you don't want to not deal with your emotions. You don't want to not deal with this or that, because I'm telling you, in retrograde season, whatever you need to deal with, you need to deal with it now. Okay? And it's, that way you can shift. We do have a number 11, which is a master number, but it's a lot of masculine energy, which is telling me you're not dealing with your emotions and feelings right now. You're sweeping those under the rug, and I'm gonna need you to deal with those, Aquarius, okay? Yeah, you need to talk about it. Journal about it or something. Pisces, sun, moon, or rising. Pisces, sun, moon, rising. Ooh, whatever you want. Pisces, you are committed. You're ending old cycles. You're starting something new. This ace, you have a ring. So either you're committing to yourself. You could be like your emotions and feelings. Like you could feel so committed to a person, place, or a thing right now. For some of you, it could be a marriage, a new love. Maybe you found somebody. Somebody could be coming in. I'm happy for you. That's a good thing. Okay. So maybe you might end up, I don't know, you might be dating somebody. This could be a new business partnership, a new love relationship, a new like long-term friendship. Something good is coming in for you where it's like both of you guys are committed. It's a new beginning. You love it. It is cupcake season. So it's you know, the feeling is mutual, but there's no coincidences in life. So 2 + 5 equaling the 7, spiritual year of 7, universal year of 7, you know, the number 7. So somebody that's close to you, around you, like in your area. I would say like like not in your specific diameter of surroundings, but someone near, typically in the same state as you, number 7. But yeah, so you're committed. Whatever this is your towards your goals, dreams, passions, duties, responsibilities, obligations, gift, talents, or skills, person, place, or thing. There's a ring. All right, so that is a spread, you guys. Thank you so much for staying tuned in. Tap to turn on. I will do all of the timestamps after this video. Don't forget to click the bell. I will be going live all week, but you just gotta know what time by clicking the bell. And if you guys want any of this personalized, since this was general for your sun, moon, or rising, go to my website, 50% off fixingupdark.com, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Click thumbs up. Peace.